Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to part 10 of my journey throughout the depths of the underworld in the game called Nioh 2 The Complete Edition. My name is Alexander, also known as Xandrevets, and today I will continue from where I previously left off, and that being floor number 16 of the depths. As you can see, previously I was able to activate another checkpoint, being that each 5 floors, there is a possibility for a player to unlock one of it. And I will continue from where I left off. But before I do so, I want to share a few important things. Number one, that being I was able to acquire a better accessory than I had. Remember, previously on the previous stream I ditched accessory which had melee damage on saturated enemies. Luckily I was able to acquire it on some of my medicine cases, as well as saturation accumulation. So there I have medicine case, the new ones with saturation accumulation, life recovery and rita absorption, and again defense bonus courage B, likewise with Yasakani Magatama. What else? My rifle has been upgraded fully, and yeah, I was running through all of those scrolls of the damned which I have collected. Sadly, nothing on them were useful for me, for my particular build. You can see everything on your screens right now. So this one has what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ultimate Constitution, Heart, and Courage combined. This one only has Heart with quick attack damage, Mystic Diatonif. I'm not gonna benefit from it. Yada yada yada. Path of the Avaricious, which is a thing that increases your loot drop rate in exchange for reducing your maximum health. Next doesn't have any ultimate stats, so I can immediately say, well, it's totally worthless. This one has ultimate stamina. I'm not gonna benefit from it, so whatever, unless you're looking for lucky drop with specific grace. For me, I'm not the type of guy who's gonna be looking for this grace. I'm skipping over it. Lucky drop, Grace of Amaterasu, ultimate stamina, ethereal item drop rate with Path of Avaricious. Not plays little role for me. Likewise with any other skills, any other scrolls that I was able to go through. Like, the only stuff here that is somewhat beneficial for me is ultimate courage, but again I'm seeking to have this with ultimate constitution and with ultimate heart, not by themselves. Which means that all the scrolls that I was going through, I'm gonna be destroying them, except for the scrolls that have Grace of Watatsumi on it. So option, destroy. I got sushi, nope. Okay, this one I'll keep. What else? Destroy 2 of those, and yeah, let's dive in straight into the underworld, floor number 16. Here we go. Now, at this point, it's safe to say that outside the scroll and Gyuki Soul Core, I'm looking forward to min-max my items with the help of useful blue effects, star effects, and so on and so forth that cannot be tempered in the blacksmith, or with the help of the blacksmith. Okay, upgrading my buffs, yep, to the maximum, because they are super useful against those bosses. And I guess I can work on the potency and limit of those healing potions that I'll be carrying with me. Especially if I'm planning to rush straight to the boss. Right. So probably today's stream is gonna be on the short end of things, meaning that I will be going through 5 levels and then call it a day, instead of 10 levels like I did before. But we shall see how it will go. By the way, you cannot upgrade the strength of your AI partner. In case you're wondering, Uncommon 8 cannot be upgraded. It's only the initial 3 things like Strength, Defense, and Mercy. Wait a minute, I thought I was supposed to have more numbers of my healing potions. Why do I have only 3? I upgraded it 2 times So at least I should have 5. Isn't this how it's supposed to work? Huh? Weird. Anyway. Got him. As usual, I tend to go to the right on this map, and then I'll focus on anything that's behind me. No red kappa here. Typically, on some of the maps, you'll face here 1 red kappa and little umibozu. Oh, nice damage. I should have cancelled fully into God of the Wind. I thought the 1 roundhouse kick would be more than enough to do the job. Not the case, seems like it. God damn it. Yeah, no way you're gonna do anything to me at this stage. Come on, get out of here. Especially you're not even red one or purple one. By the way, if you are planning another tip that, like, let's say you are able to get, oops, that's the wrong menu, one of those scrolls that I was talking about with your desired grace, before farming it, make sure farming it for the sake of grace items, make sure you have lucky drop, equip, armor, and weapon, to maximize the chance of it rolling on those items that you actually want and not on something random. I guess that's common sense, but probably some of you, what? Some of you may not know it. That was supposed to be a clean headshot. Pesky mages and their walking speed. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, and just like on the previous stream, of course I'll be... Okay, let's backpedal a bit. Maybe not. Why the hell? Are you gonna tell me I aggroed Ubumia inside? No. So why the hell was she screaming? Great. Can you move, please? Oh yeah, just stay there. I missed. Finally. Again, do not use... Oh, it's actually... I get it. It increases your maximum... It doesn't increase your initial numbers of it. It increases maximum limit of healing items that you can carry with you at any point in time. Okay, I see purple enemy on top. I also see somebody here. Corrupted monk. One, two, three. Rising Dragon. Goodbye. But I need to come up on top myself. There's gonna be 3 more enemies. I'll start with the purple one, considering this is Yokai with Kusarigama, and for that I'll even pop up my Lighting Familiar. He should be dead. I don't know why I call him she. And yeah, as you have seen, usage of Ipondatra in this case was able to, for me, I was able to completely avoid his grab while being at the point blank range. So that nonsense, that BS that happened on the previous stream when Ren Hayabusa strike me down through Ipondatra was literally nonsense. That doesn't have any rhyme or reason to exist. Oh, I didn't kill him. Sure. This is why when something like this can and it most likely will happen to you, no matter with what type of armor you are wearing, what type of weapon. I'm talking about the instance where bosses can bypass certain rules that game is showing to you. Don't be too mad at it. This is the feature, quote unquote, of this game. I know this is not this is something that doesn't supposed to work like this, but it is what it is. This is where I came from, right? Yep. So I should venture in this direction. Just continue pressuring him, and yep, down he goes. Where's the loot from another skeleton? Oh, I guess I already picked it up. Yep. Picked it up and haven't even noticed it. Okay. Both dwellers are firing bombs at me. I personally wonder why dwellers doesn't seem like the speed with which they notice you and start throwing their bombs increases that much compared to skeletons or any other enemies with ranged weapons on higher difficulties. Turn around. Yeah, 0 HP. No, 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 no. God damn it. Stupid lighting. I was a bit too slow. Couldn't dodge it in time. I'm aggroing everything at room. Had fun, mage? How about now? Surprised he didn't summon any help. Like those flying heads of Oni bees. He typically does that if he spots you from very far away. Okay, that guy is a regular enemy, again, no, supposed to have no health at all. I can, yeah, but they placed mage next to him. Oh, never mind, he does have some health left. Where the... You're supposed to dive to the sides of the enemy after you when you press triangle if your attack is deflected, not in front of him. Come on. That's not a mimic. I'll go all the way there till the end. Got her. Regular fox and big crab. I don't think it's possible to get behind the crab's back even if you were to activate this ability, you know, when your attack is deflected and all the rest of the stuff. Because he has like a huge body, and especially if he blocks narrow corridor, it's almost impossible. I wouldn't say like it's completely impossible, but almost impossible. Oops. That's bad. I accidentally pressed deflect. Punish the Proud, or however it's called. Although I still have to notice that when it comes to this skill, when the enemy deflects your attack, it's one thing, but when it comes to Rising Dragon, I talked about it before on other occasion. Even if you were to fight the big enemy, like let's say Corrupted Monk or any other ones, it still can result into you not being able to do all the hits with Rising Dragon against them, because your character will go pass through them on your way up. Don't even have to use ultimate here. Okay, third buff and chest. And this one also is not a mimic. That's not the correct way where I'm supposed to head. This is the correct way. This one is a mimic. So what's the difference in loot if I'm whistling and not only opening? Oh, by default. Is there any difference? Nope, no difference at all. The quantity of loot stays the same no matter if you whistle or just open those chests regularly. Is it gonna reach me all the way here? It might. Yep, it will. Thank you for knocking me from paralysis. And that's okay. That could have been a bad decision, just staying near him, but considering I was on a relative safety distance, it's not that big of a deal. No, didn't dodge it in time. Half of my HP gone. Is it just me, or do they have like somewhat high of a physical protection? Or protection against physical attacks in general? Suiki, I mean. I can deal with Yasha way faster compared to Suiki, even like when she's red or purple version. Alright, fourth and final buff. And then it's a boss. And then it's time to fight two bosses. Okay, I'm accompanied by the mage, so he's not a very good AI when it comes to luring the enemies to him or defending himself from strikes, but we shall see. I'll summon cats. Maybe I'll have to fight Lightning Gods of Yomi at the beginning, so you never know. I don't want to repeat the same nonsense that happened on the previous stream when Lightning Gods of Yomi pummeled me. Shibata. Why are you... Big damage. Okay, second boss. A bit more challenging than Shibata. Oh, enough with your elemental attacks. Just die already. Is it just me, or is he capable of casting those elemental spells even when he's getting pressured to the dead? Like before, when I was fighting him 1v1 and without any buffs or AI partner, the only time when he casted those watery explosions when he had the time to do so. Weird. Scroll of the Damned. What is it? Toughness and guard key consumption. I know. I get it. Onwards. There's a purple enemy at the very beginning, but I'm still gonna go upwards. Second shot from rifle unfortunately missed the target. I don't know what the hell, what did I just do? I guess it's an attack after dashing, heavy attack after dashing. Looked bizarre. He thrusts the enemy with two swords. I know that there's Gaki already, so this is why I preemptively charged my Sign of the Cross in this instance. Not because I'm trying to show off or anything. And yep, I was able to acquire the level 1 passive, which increases duration of those campuses following me, so that's great. You might want to ask, why do I spam Rising Dragon on Nuepo over and over again? Because for me it's the easiest and the fastest way to get his health bar down to 0. It's kind of pointless, for me at least, to make an attempt at depleting his ki to the red level. It's way more efficient to just kill him like this by focusing on his health meter over ki meter. I'm still gonna go from this direction. The long way around. Wait a second. That's not the correct way. This is the correct way. No? Wah, wah. Made a big circle for nothing. Alright, alright, alright. Suiki instead of Yasha this time, and Bigaki, he stays the same, so tactic as usual, get rid of the big skeleton and the hand cannon, get rid of Gaki, and aggro Suiki on me. Oh boy. Of course, he... Jesus, are you... Can you stop using your what? Where the hell? Huh? I guess she teleported back to Shadow Realm. Dude, what is it with those women? Each time I'm trying to apply any kind of serious pressure, all she does is vanishes away spells, rinse and repeat. You have a switchglaive in your hand for a reason, you know. It's not just there for show. It's not a switchglaive. It's looks like mostly like a two-sided scythe rather than a switchglaive. Okay, another cursed enemy over there with dual swords. Yeah, block Ipondatra as if it's nothing. Ipondatra blow. I do think that at the moment, I can double check. I do not have any lucky drop. Like, yeah, don't have it on any of my accessories. Alright, what do I need to show? This way. Wow, that was kind of disappointing, those rewards that he gave me. That was bad, actually. I wasn't able to use the God of the Wind 3 combo. I screwed up. That was only one strike, which means God of the Wind 1. I did only one strike. which led for him to reactivate his aura and regain his key meter. Can I shoot somebody from the top here? I don't think it's possible. Once again, only enemy in this place, Big Kaki. And no one else. I should have done burst counter, my bad. I talked about it. Sometimes, I talked about it before, your Ipondatra can actually disrupt their burst counterable ability, but sometimes it doesn't. Hello and welcome to the stream. Doing great. And you? That wasn't even a timely Gar, so I did not take any key damage. Weird. Oh, just die already. Alright, so what did I miss here? One corpse. Again, I don't care about poison with ultimate constitution. That's perfectly fine if I'm getting poisoned and damaged slowly but surely. Right, let's destroy the statue. I didn't mean to aggro him at the moment, but oh well. One down. Second. Ow. Yeah, I was correct. Like, whenever you see the enemy that has some type of elemental attacks combined with physical damage, and you don't have a good amount of elemental resistances, doesn't matter if you wear a heavy armor or not, you'll be taking decent amount of damage. Oh, he can. I thought he can climb over here. I guess he still can. Again, against Vyra enemy or virus type of enemy, most efficient strategy for me is to rely on Rising Dragon in most cases. Well, Rising Dragon and combine it occasionally with Ipondatra. So whom shall I face here? Suiki. Ow. That was bad. And I thought I was holding L1. My bad. Yep, those elemental attacks hurts a lot. She transferred me into winded state, and then I didn't held L1 and I died. It's gonna be faster to get to those enemies right now. I'll just go from the different direction from here. Purple Magatsu Warrior. Can you already... yeah, that was supposed to be Water Sword. Typically I'm doing Water Sword when they are winded. Okay. Try number 2. This time around, just for the safety net, I will pop up my scroll. Again, she just vanishes away instead of fighting me head on. Heads on. I did say head on. My mistake. There could be another one of those further in this cave. Yep, over there. Nah, it's a stinking crab. Alright, Chizukadama buff number 3, and let's get to the 4th one. Need to exit this cave. Don't want to fight them again. Or at least all of them. Supposedly White Mage should go all the way here, right? By White Mage. I get it. Technically he's called Ongyoki, but from the moment I have seen him on the first difficulty in the DLCs, I was calling him White Mage, so that's that. Not because I'm trying to be cheesy or anything, it's just easier for me to pronounce, to remember enemies by their, not by their exact names, by like associating them with something that I know, or a lot of people are familiar with. This one's supposed to, supposed to show friendly emotion. No. No, not a friendly or... I guess it was neutral. Whoops, my bad. Get up, skeleton. I guess. Or stay dead. Your choice. One weapon left. I'm failing at dodging. So for me, it's better to just go for the trade and win it. There's supposed to be a chest to my right. So that's gonna be floor number 2. Well, I haven't beat those bosses yet. Build Master Swordsman set with Grace of Watatsumi. Master Swordsman is based around like having the pieces of Master Swordsman set is based around having stuff like imbue water, active skill damage, melee damage, what else? Increased attack and defense on dual swords, and Grace of Watatsumi, same process, like active skill damage, melee damage as much as I can offer, as much as I can do manually from the blacksmith. Same thing with accessories, saturation accumulation, melee damage versus saturated enemies, and so on and so forth. So it's an elemental based build. You can say it like this. Now, it's not, elemental damage builds are not as strong as you might think they are. I mean, if it works, if the enemies doesn't have immunities against certain elemental effects, yes, you'll be doing a lot of damage to them. But if it does, it's very hard to pull off the same amount of numbers, not even close to purity builds or corruption builds. This is why purity and corruption builds was and still remain like the #1 option if you're looking to go for the best amount of damage and defense. And not only that, but enemies that might be resistant to purity or corruption are few and far in between. Okay, I'll rebuff for the second boss, which will follow soon. I mean, that's because, well, first of all, I popped all of my cooldowns in this particular fight, and secondly, none of those well, combination of factors. Those bosses don't have immunities against water element. Thirdly, those were regular versions of bosses. Those were not red or purple ones, which could be encountered in the depths or in the Scrolls of the Damned. Anyway, let's move onwards. I mean, each time you enter in the Crucible in the depths, the bosses that you're about to face are all random. So sometimes you may get like Gozuki Mezuki, some easiest bosses in the entire game, but sometimes you will get like Lighting Gods of Yomi, Atakimaru from the DLC, Nightmare Bringer, and so on and so forth. Let's move on. Here there will be a lot of humanoid enemies. And yokai enemies, not as much. Anyway, jumping here, killing guardsmen. I already memorized some of those some of the layouts on the maps, so whoa, I didn't mean to drop down here, but if you insist. I memorized some of those stage layouts because I played on those maps. They repeat themselves way too often. In the depths, in the underworld, so it's not as hard to do to remember where to remember the exact enemy placement. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention another thing. My damage is not consistent, meaning that if I'm not applying this saturated effect on the enemies, which inflicts debuff, it allows me to do 20% more damage with all of my sources. By default, my damage is not as high compared to, again, something like Purity or Corruption. So that's that. There's 2 cursed enemies in the house to my left, marked by those red dots, but I want to go here first. I was trying to press triangle, but each time I pressed it at the wrong time. Mimic, I believe. Nope. Just a regular chest. Moving onwards. Guy to my right. He looks like Hanzo for some reason. Wait. Red Kappa and him. Hold on a second. Come on. Yeah, I already, well, by the grunts. Pointless to try and deplete his ki meter. He regenerates his ki with a span of like 1.5 seconds. All right. I actually was pressing execute and not... See? Like how long it took me to deal with him. Crazy amounts of HP. Even though supposedly he wears light armor. I mean, supposedly, yes, he wears light armor, but the scaling in this game mode works in such a way that the increase of enemy stats, strength, I mean, attack, defense, and health is so huge that even if you face an enemy that wears like cloth armor, you'll be forced to deal with him for a long period of time, forced to fight him for a long period of time. 2 enemies here, red one and purple one. I would want to remove this buff from you by doing this. Alright, got him too. First buff acquired. Yeah, technically you can you can enter this camp from the other side, but doesn't make a whole lot of difference if you ask me. Sounds like one side is easier than other in this particular map, at least. Okay, let's go for the second buff. He actually disrupted my sign of the sign of the cross. All right, got it. Even though supposedly it has to give me hyper armor, but I guess in this case I didn't receive a lot of it, or more than enough to actually withstand his attack. Yeah, sure, to the right. And yeah, certain type of enemies in this endgame mode, it's pointless to try and deplete their key meter. Like, even if you, with your active skills, that is, if you see that your active skills aren't doing as much damage to their key meter at all, it's better to focus on their health, to be honest. 2 buffs. Now let's go for the other ones. Is it? Oh, the guy's shooting at me from the top of that hill. From the bridge. Got him. Prefer to fight our Koryobi first, but it's like whatever. He can stand there and all he does is he can only stand there and shoot projectiles. Yeah, see? You have to go up close. Alright, nothing here, nothing of value anymore. Let's go onwards. Yes, if only tracking on Nippon Datra works as it's intended. And mistakenly I actually did the wrong stuff. Instead of execute, I did heavy attack from high stance, which if you use dual swords, it doesn't... It's actually one of the worst attacks that you can do. Alright, third buff. Now let's go and grab the final one. And who the hell is here? Now into the Yokai realm. You don't fool me. I mean, not when I have enemy sensor. I mean, yeah, you can spot those mages masking themselves like a lantern, even if you don't have enemy sensor. The color of this supposedly structure will give it away to you that it's not actually a structure at all. Oh yeah, build. You asked about the build, I might as well show you the stats also, like Constitution 200, Heart 200, Courage 200, as well as Magic and 102. Well, and Stamina 40. Dex and 30, like a soft cap just to get everything that I need from ninjutsu, and that's pretty much it. And now third attack. Okay, that's the third attack. And when it comes to scroll, well, I'm using Scroll of the Nioh even at this stage for Ultimate Constitution, Toughness, Mystic Death, Kusarigama doesn't really benefit from me, more item drop rate and damage bonus ninjutsu power. Even though I'm not, when it comes to ninjutsu, I do not have at my disposal any offensive spells. It's all about utility for me. Yeah, that's all fine and well, but I gotta go uphill. I returned for those enemies just to farm up more resources for Lapis Lazuli, for the sake of upgrading those stats. Like ethereal item drop rate, more healing potions, more potent healing potions, and so on and so forth. And that's the final enemy, might as well pop my cooldowns to make it faster. Don't disappear. Of course she does. First thing he does, he disappears. No, no, you don't. Dude, really? No. I wish I had something else then that doesn't, how should I put it, something else to disrupt her from getting away, from teleporting and then bombard me with watery spells outside of Hippondatra. And something that does not that I don't have to use Anima Meter for. Because, yeah, technically, I believe you can place another Soul Core with the same effect, you know, to stagger enemies like Gozuki Soul Core. But my build doesn't allow me to go for it. Like, I'm using Keep on Datura, Gyuki, specifically for melee damage versus saturated enemy, attack, and Sentience Charge. Attack, bonus poison, that's whatever. And Yasha Soul Core. More attack, Soul Core drop rate, Amrita Gauge, Charge, and Anima bonus water attack. And active skill consumption is also nice to have. Alright, another mage. I mean, yeah, the same mage, but... I mean, the same AI partner. Seven. Let's go without cats this time around. Just to test the waters to see against what type of boss I'm going to need to fight against. Don't need cats for him. It's kind of pointless to use Water Sword like this. Ow. Ow. Got it, got it. Now I have to move. Such a high protection. And I almost died for it. That was abysmal. Okay, let me... I'm actually trying to dodge away. Let me rebuff. So much resources I'm using just to kill this guy. Yeah, because he pushed away, it activated this stupid... See? Now this is actually... That's the showcase of why I'm not doing any damage at all to those type of bosses who has a lot of resistances against elemental attacks. Hitbox this man. Dude, this is insanity. My damage, like, it's not enough. It's not enough to even kill him. By itself. He regenerates faster than I can do damage to him. I definitely need cats against him. Boy, such an annoying battle. Yeah, let him kill me, come on. Whatever. activate saturation, say good luck to doing any kind of damage. Any kind of significant damage, that is. And that's under 4 boss with AI partner. Insanity. Let me guess, the next boss is gonna be Ryomin Sakuna. Another yokai boss with insane elemental resistances. My friend, you literally had 0 ki and then you regenerated in a blink of an eye. Get out of here. Next boss. Nah, next one is easy. That's supposed to disrupt him. Yep. Got him. Got both of them. I died once, but only because without cats I wasn't... It literally would have been impossible for me to pass through this boss. Got another Scroll of the Damned. Ultimate skill. I don't have ultimate skill at my disposal. Next, 2 more levels. Before I will be able to activate, to get to another checkpoint and activate it. Okay, I'm familiar with this map. And yes, unlike Crucible boss rooms in the Underworld levels, in the depths, the amount of Clay Bell of Beckoning will not be refreshed even if you die and pray at the shrine. You should keep this in mind. Huh? There's another enemy over there? Really? Nope. Too slow. Oh, he's on top. Can you both line up together? Both skeleton? No. Huh? I missed against... Nah, it actually did some damage to a Dweller. I don't know why, but here, every time I'm going through this particular place on the map, sound effect starts to bug out a bit. Let's go and kill Kiriki with Water Sword. And then this guy too. I actually don't think it's even a possibility, but I haven't tested this out myself. I don't think it's even a possibility to kill those bosses without the application of saturation effect, either in melee or by spells. I mean, relying on the melee damage alone, that's, you have to have crazy amounts of it to break through everything that they're doing. I'm going in the wrong direction right now. I don't need to be here just yet. Let's go in this place first. Whoa, 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 whoa. I did not expect to fight Purple Suiki. Oh, great. Yeah, sure. Do your watery stuff. No. Oh, just... this doesn't do anything to her. Yeah, watery... Ah, wow, 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 wow. Okay, okay, I get it. Watery base spell against enemy that is quite resistant to water, doesn't do anything. Whoa, 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 whoa. I shouldn't have... Come on, come on, come on. Open it up. First of all, I need to press whistle for that, and secondly, it was pointless because it wasn't a mimic. Alright, now I'm gonna go towards the cellar. Yeah, this map is relatively big. If you are planning to collect all Kodamas, that is. Okay, I know that there's another Suika, so I would probably want to either kill this Kappa as fast as possible, or let him run away up the stairs. Okay, got him. Scampus, you're coming with me. Should be enough. Big damage. And there's gonna be a third one right at the exit from this castle. This guy is a regular version, he's not red, so I will not have any problems against him. This chorus that plays, this like background voice that plays in the background reminds me heavily of Painkiller, specifically stage where you're going through the temple and fight like corrupted monks. No, Sudama, I don't care about you. I think I'll go with the cellar. Oh no, it's actually... Yeah, like to get the second buff. Don't remember who guards it. Too fast for me to counter with Brood. Ow! Again? Alright, alright. Nice of you to hit me straight through the pillar. By the way, I don't think that lighting actually negatively impacts your active skills. It only impacts like your auto attacks, the startup of it, and your movement, as well as, well, everything that's connected with movement. Okay, 2 buffs out of 4, 2 more to go. Sorry, I missed. I'm pretty much making a circle around all of this. I cannot shoot... Wait a second, I can. No? Then why the hell it glow red for a second? I guess it depends on the angle. There's supposed to be a guy with a split staff over there. Yep, there he is. Not that big of a deal. On the previous stream, I was able to get to one of the treasure rooms in the depths, but as I have showed you, and I can tell you right now too, there is no difference between the treasure room in the depths compared to treasure rooms in the underworld, regular underworld levels. It's all the same. Okay, through here and outside. Thank God I actually interrupted it. Really? All you did was literally clip me. No. Got her, and I didn't have to use any of my other cooldowns outside of Lighting Familiar, which is always good to know. Red Kiriki, whatever. So next is, as far as I remember, Big Fox, Underworld Soldier, Skeleton, and Magatsu Warrior that protects Jizukadama. I don't know why, actually, where this Fox was aiming. I was nowhere near her line of attack. Oh, I forgot about her. Fair enough, and the Dweller too. Haven't I sold extra tea utensils before I started the stream? Shows me that item box is full and I cannot collect any more of those. I guess though they are filling up quite rapidly. Okay, Tiger Running Scroll to make it fast to the point where I can turn around, well, turn to the right, and get to the final Kadama. New apple, regular new apple. Here's the thing, when you are in the middle of your long attack, for instance, like I'm in the Rising Dragon animation, you can preemptively switch to other stances, especially in low stance if you're planning to dodge immediately. I guess it's more useful for those who are wearing light armor, because not in a lot of cases it's not good to use optimal key pulses if you know that enemy's attack is too fast for you to actually dodge if you were to perform an optimal key pulse when the buff appears. So it's better to just do regular flux instead, and with it you'll be more safe, in my opinion. what did I miss here? Nothing. Denied. Okay, and final enemy is variation of Snowclops, or One-Eyed Oni. Well, that was kind of bad. I blocked and then I tried to dodge and I wasn't fast enough. Alright, next set of bosses. Again, I'll try them without cats just to see how and what it will be, and then, if needed, I'll summon those cats. What? I don't think I understood your question correct. Is that 1438 the penance stone? If you're talking about the fact that am I playing with the Stone of Penance, no. I played it once in the Underworld, all the way to Stone of Penance +9. I don't see any... Unless you're seeking for an extra challenge, me personally, it's not worth to play with it. It doesn't give any benefits loot-wise. Severe benefits, at least. To justify the usage of Stone of Penance. I'm looking at the wrong direction. That was some kind of circular attack, got it. No. Okay, so I get knocked away, what else? No. Should be dead. Next boss. Oda Nobunaga. Let's remove the buff from him. I actually shouldn't have done this. Would be way more beneficial to just perform Ultimate Sign of the Cross than this. Alrighty then, so that makes that's the floor number 19. I still have one floor to go before the checkpoint. Let's go for it. Scroll of the Damned. What is it? Luck and range damage. Oh boy, trash. Again, I'm specifically looking for ultimate courage, heart, and constitution. Actually, in the opposite order: ultimate constitution, courage, and then heart. Hey, I haven't played in this map at all. Like, that's the first time I see this map throughout the 120 levels Underworld and Depths combined. 128 levels of the Underworld and Depths. Okay. I don't even know whom I will be fighting or where exactly, where is the location of buffs here. Where shall I start? I guess I see a couple of enemies over there. Another bandit. I tricked him into thinking that I wasn't going to attack, actually. And then I did the delay God of the Wind stuff. Is the mechanic of this map stayed the same? When I destroy barrels, I get the purity buff? Nope. It's the buff for stamina regeneration. Is it better to run the fine DLC missions on the way of the Nioh, just do Underworld? Ignore all the everything except for the first couple of regions. I say first 2 regions, even the first region. You can go straight to the Underworld. In terms of loot, Amrita, and overall progress of your character, it will be 100 times faster to level your character to the maximum cap, to level 750 in the Underworld than it is in the campaign. And you will be collecting more powerful loot in the Underworld and Depths. So just ignore everything that's connected with the campaign, like DLC missions, side missions, Twilight missions. Jump straight into the Underworld if you want to progress as fast as possible and as efficiently as possible. Hope that answers your question. Like, you will personally see the difference even when you were to complete the initial levels of the Underworld by themselves. How much loot, how much Amrita you'll be gaining from this, or from those Underworld missions, compared to any other missions in the campaign. It's like day and night difference. And why did I came all the way here? Only one enemy and one corpse that I need to loot, but no buffs. Wait a second, previously there was a place where I could have opened a pathway in the cave. But, yeah, I guess it's locked. Alrighty then. Let's proceed to my right. I can also... There's another benefit of going to the Underworld. In the Underworld, you will have items. Once you upgrade the loot plus value and the level modifier, the maximum amount, the maximum capacity that you'll have is level 200 plus 120. In the campaign, even if you were to play it on Dream of the Nioh, the maximum number that you will get is plus 190, level 190, and plus 4 and plus 40. That's how big of a difference in terms of gear value you will have in those 2 different modes. Okay, to the top, I guess. Wait, I can also move backwards. Do I even need to move backwards? All of your gear is at plus 50. Yeah, told you, like, once you spend enough points, enough currency that is called Underworld Lapis Lazuli, you will start to see ethereal items dropping in way more, in a lot of numbers in the Underworld compared to the main campaign, and you can upgrade them by soul matching easily. Of course, I'm gonna be shot at the back by Underworld Soldier. What else is new? I can go all the way to the top? Let's see. Well, I jumped here to check whether or not there will be any lootable corpses, any corpses I can loot from. And I haven't found anything. Okay, I cannot go in this direction. The only way for me to go is onwards. So much spiders here. So many. There's the third one. And then there's something big up ahead. Protects the passage onwards. I should have known. Well, that was easier than expected. Basically getting two-shotted. There's Suiki at the bottom, and then I have to fight Mimic because I had Lighting Familiar on me. Ironically enough, I find that if you kill those mimics, they will drop more loot than if you were to show the correct emotions that they are asking from you. Favorite soul core? For key damage, Hippondatra, if it hits the target, because it have a nasty tendency of not reaching the target from like if you're too far away or you are jumping over it. But yeah, for key damage, it's definitely Hippondatra. When it comes to other stuff, I played on the first difficulty when I was still using an axe. I played with Kasha Soul Core. Kasha Soul Core for the multi-hitting attack, for the health regeneration, and for the proccing burning effect on the enemy. I also like it. Right now, I'm not using it right now. My setup consists of Hippondatra Soul Core, Gyuki, mostly passive buffs, and Yasha. Again, mostly passive buffs and occasionally activating it for doing damage to the smaller enemies like 2 Gakis, several skeletons, something like this, if they line up perfectly. I don't want to go there, I want to go in a different direction. Here I know that there's a way to another plateau. There's also hot spring, but I don't really need it. Considering I have ultimate constitution, which passively regenerates my health, excuse me, each time I'm not exceeding 70% threshold. So that's that. There is an enemy over there, big shadow. Oh, and the first buff. Hold up a second, it shows me that there's also a buff over there. Did I miss it somehow? Or it's not a buff, it's just a I'll double check. Probably it's Sumade. Let's see. No. Wasn't it Sumade? I mean, the shadow size was definitely somewhat big for it to be a regular yokai, so this is why I popped all of my almost all of my cooldowns. Yeah, it just shows me the way that I can utilize like a waypoint that goes straight for the crucible for the bosses. Because in the depths you can bypass the requirement of getting at least one buff. You can immediately go for the buffs. You can you get grabbed out of Ippon Soul Core attack? No. Ippon Soul Core attack gives you frames of invulnerability all the way through. It protects you from anything. Burst counters, grabs, burst counterable attack, you know, when they're glowing with red, grabs, combos, magical effects, whatever, name it, like Ippon Datra protects you from everything. Of course, like I've told you, it has its downsides, not very precise. The hitbox, the actual hitbox of the Ippon Datra, you can jump over enemies, you can miss them entirely. And I had plethora of examples when it was displayed to its full extent. Okay, might as well use ranged weapons here. Oh, it's Rokuryobi. I thought it was a general guardsman. So there's a cave. Nothing at the top as far as... No, there's a little chest. At the top, what about something at the bottom? Mage and another yokai. Two mages. I aggroed someone behind me. Probably yokai with Kusarigama, by the sound of it. No, Kiriki. Mostly use shoot and dodgy for free Pleiades and extraction? Yeah, but that's also a viable setup. If I could fit it somewhere somehow in my build, then I would also use it too. But sadly, it's like with my current setup, it's like impossible. I just have to rely on RNG to roll it on some star effects or crazy blue effects, which you cannot temper in with the help of blacksmith. Okay, so 2 buffs acquired. I need 2 more of those. Can shoot this guy. I know how to get to this Kadama. You have to be in the area where I've spotted Suiki. So it's from here. Ironically enough, I remember those Namahages being way more challenging in Nioh 1, just because you didn't have soul cores like in Nioh 2 to and more aggressive too, to bypass their strings of attack. Okay. There's another enemy there too. Hold up a second. Ah, Umebozo. Got it. I got one-shotted from this. Wow. Oh, come on, like I would want to use Water Sword against you, but no. Yes, and some enemies can dodge easily your Ipondatra attack. Got her. Could have been better. I can say it up front. That spell that she casted at the beginning from the distance, like there's no way I could make it in time to counter it with my Brute counter. Like with Shadow counter that leaves copy of yourself, or with Parry counter, it would have been somewhat manageable, but not with Brute counter. Like you have to be right next to the enemy for it to work. Okay, Kappa probably ran away, so it's pointless to try and chase him down. Who's next? Underworld Soldier. And then I've seen Corrupted Monk, red one. Oh, and it's also a place where I'm going to find Final Kappa. Ow. Follow up. Oh wait, he didn't run away. He stayed there. But I cannot get to him from here. I need to go on top of this hill. Can go there too and fight red enemy. I'm not gonna miss out this opportunity, but there's a big shadow here too. Wow, big shadow for regular Rokuryobi. I guess while I still have my buffs, let's go and some of my buffs. Let's go and fight this guy. Wow, I'm way too far away. Wow. Those are actually one of those monks that you were fighting in this map. Like before you were to fight Iboshi. Alright, alright. Buff removed one more time. course, it would have been faster if I used spells. Or buffs that allows me to boost up my key regeneration. But I figured I was able to kill this guy without it. Luckily he was alone, because in the mission itself you were supposed to fight 2 at once. Of course you are accompanied by AI, but it's not as useful as you think it is. Okay, I got the 4th buff, but I want to go to the other side and kill other enemies too. I haven't explored only this area. Okay. Buff my key regeneration a bit. No. There was only Underworld Soldier and Kiryuki. With a corpse that I can loot from. Got it. Alright. Onwards to the boss battle. By the way, keep in mind that in the depths, well, I talked about it before, from level, and some of my viewers mentioned it, from levels 1 to 10 you'll fight against 1 boss in the Crucible, from 10 to 20 against 2 bosses. Not simultaneously, but one after another, and from 20 to 30 against 3 bosses. Alright, to make this thing fast, I'll use cats. Cats, buffs. Right, let's go. Rebuff. I still have cats following me, thanks to the passive that allows me to prolong this duration. This demon form that... Ow. Well, that was kind of bad. I was about to say the demon form that he activated. Ow. I was able to punish him, knock him down quite fast. Alright. Got those bosses done too. Got Scrolls of the Damned. Oh, and I filled up my inventory too from 5 levels of those depths. And I cannot proceed any further. I have to leave it, and then I can continue. Another checkpoint activated. Melee damage versus Scorched. Okay, don't glitch out sound. Yeah, it can happen too sometimes. High attack damage, ethereal item drop rate, and Amrita earned up. Again, don't see any useful scrolls of the damned. I need to free up my inventory space. How I can need to do so? Well, first of all, resting sites. Goodbye, all the other soul cores. I'm not interested in you anyway. Then let's go to the blacksmith. Take a look at my equipment. So I'm interested in Yasakani Magatamas and medicine case most of the time. Grace of Owayatsumi, no, that's not it. Of course, with the grace that I'm using. That's medicine case that I used before. I can unlock it so that I will be able to sell it afterwards. Grace of Owatatsumi, sentience charge, melee damage versus saturated, but jutsu item damage and Omnio magic doesn't really benefit me that well as anima charge critical, so it's like, whatever. Same deal. The slot Omnia magic effect doesn't stack. I mean, it doesn't become stronger if you were to combine two of the accessories with the same trait. Anima charge critical luck? Nah. I already have melee damage versus saturated, so it's like... Let me double check. I do have it on both, right? Hold on, I don't have it on I have it on the medicine case, but not on Yasakani Magatama. Okay. Which means I can improve my damage even higher if I were to have something like this. Like I need to have it like with -1 set requirement. How does checkpoint? Every 5 levels you get a checkpoint. You beat 5 levels, and then, like, let's say you end your gaming session, you want to continue the other day, you came the other day, you can resume from the floor number 6 already. So each 5 levels, checkpoint is going to be activated. If you were to leave during your journey, like through levels 1 through 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, you get the idea. And then resume, then you have to start over from where you left off. Like those levels before you activate the checkpoint. So ideal, I need to have an accessory with -1 set requirement and melee damage versus saturated enemies to boost my offense even higher. I see. Melee damage versus 0 key? Nah, that's not it. This one has it, but it doesn't have the other effect. This one doesn't have -1. This does, but it's melee damage versus corrupted enemies. No -1 set requirement, nope. Alright, all of the graces had been looked through, nothing of value here, so I can safely sell them. All the grace, all the accessories. Let's look at the weapons. No, not sell. Specifically dual swords. Bamboo cutter and bone feaster. Maybe I will be able to find a better one than my weapon, although I doubt it. Like, it's... The thing is that Bamboo Cutter and Bone Feaster, those dual katanas, can only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 effects. It cannot have 6 effects on them. It's just the limitations that they have put to justify that it is actually a piece of the set, of Master Swordsman Power set. I don't even see that because I don't have this lucky drop equipped weapon. Yeah, that's the correct word. It's like all the other stuff. Yep. Pretty much everything except for my own. Got it. This means that it is gonna be way more faster for me to just do this. Disassemble. Everything. It said before that my inventory was full, specifically when it comes to tea utensils. Haven't I sold all the tea utensils already? I don't have it with me. Yeah, the inventory is already, like, cleared. Maybe in the storehouse? Let's check. Projectiles. Yeah, those are in the storehouse. Move to item box, right? I don't get it. My item box are full? Huh? So this is not item box. But, oh yeah, I know what I gotta do. I first gonna visit the place, Hidden Tea House. Appraise tea utensils, and then I can sell everything that I've collected. Yep. Okay, save up. So, since I wasn't planning to actually go through levels 21 through 25 during today's stream, I'll still want to look at least how, like, how tough those bosses will be. Because each 10 levels in the depths, you will have a significant increase in the enemy's stats, including bosses. So I want to see for myself how tough it will be without buffs. Probably incredibly tough, but still. Okay, this one maxed out, this is also maxed out, and then the only thing that isn't maxed out is ethereal item drop rate. So at the beginning I'll try... Well, let's enter the Crucible first. I'll try it without any cats. Sadly, I only have 3 healing potions, so yeah, that's gonna be a problem too. If you aren't going through the stage and you go immediately here, you will start with 3 healing potions. No. I'd say shooting is manageable. He's gonna do his wake-up attack right now. No? Now it's a fiery stomp. I should have used Tip on Datra there and not. Should have used Tip on Datra instead of the Yasha Soul Core ability. That was a that's a one shot. And it's a kill. Damn it. It's manageable. It's not super. I personally didn't feel that much of an increase in terms of their health or defense. Let's try this one more time. Also, thank you for the following. Damn, you need to delay your dash so much for it to actually be vital against his grab. Something like this. I actually jumped, and he still hit me even though I was in Nippon Tatsura animation. Okay, got him. Next. Next one should be easier. Although one healing potion. You do. He didn't have any key left, come on. Okay. I actually was saved by the... Okay, never mind, next boss. Oh, whoa, 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 that's a tough one. Nightmare Bringer. Yeah, that's a tough combo. hitting bullshit that I cannot dodge away from. Of course you're gonna run away. What else are you good at? Nah, I had enough for today. It's manageable. Like with buffs and with the AI partner, it's manageable. Of course the combo is gonna be different next time I'm gonna go to this place, but still. Nobunaga was easy. The only cheap thing that he might do is that combo of his attacks and the activation of his living weapon, Nightmare Bringer. Shoot and dodge was easy, at least for me, with the dual swords. It's not something to write home about. The way how he moves, you can dodge pretty much most of his attacks. And Water Sword does incredible damage against him. And who else? Nightmare Bringer, yeah, that's the only boss that is challenging, but mostly because of the stupid camera angle in this fight, where he pressures you into the corner, especially all you see most of the time is his chest, or hairs on his chest. You have to strike him, well, fight against him, either from a little bit to the side or from his back. Alright, let me actually move out from the underworld. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be it for today's stream. I would want to thank everyone who was watching it, whether you watched it at the beginning or the middle, from the middle or the end, doesn't matter. I appreciate your attention, your participation. As long as you had fun, you enjoyed some of my gameplay and learned something new, or at least refresh some of the knowledge about the game mechanics, it's perfectly fine by me. Yeah, have a good one too. If you want to also rewatch some of my older parts or this part from at your own leisure later down the line, you can do so here in the stream video on demand section. Alternatively, you can also hop over to MightyBrosky YouTube channel, link to which you'll find in the description below the Twitch tab, the Twitch player in the separate tab section. There you will find plethora of Nioh 2 content, Nioh 2 related content and more, including stuff like highlights, videos about mechanics, boss battles, other games playthroughs, and so on and so forth. So you will always have something to watch before the next stream is going to happen. I'll update this content, as well as my brother, regularly, on a weekly basis. And from my part, before the next stream, I'm planning to stream on the next weekend. I will going to upload 2 highlights, as well as 2 video-on-demand episodes focusing from my playthrough and from my brother's playthrough. He was playing Nioh 2 with light armor and Kusarigama, as well as offensive ninjutsu spells, so he had a little bit of a different playstyle than I do. You can watch this playthrough too, if you're interested in it. What else? If you also wish to stay up to date with everything related to future news that we are going to be sharing, as well as watch exclusive content, I highly recommend to follow us on the social links that we have, social pages, Facebook and Twitter. Finally, for all of you who want to show your support and appreciation directly, options for you are the following: become a follower on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube channel, leave a like and share the videos. Also consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a Patreon. Those options comes with plethora of bonuses, and for that we will be extremely grateful and continue to work as hard as possible to give you the best content that we could possibly offer. Anyway, without any further ado, again, I would want to thank you for all of your attention and support. The next stream from me is gonna happen, like I said, on the next weekends. On the next weekend, my brother is going to start his stream on the Wednesday and Friday. And like I've said, there will be plethora of videos for those who follow us, who subscribe to YouTube channel, to watch before this happens. Anyway, my name is Alexander, also known as Xandrevets. Thank you for being here today with me. Bye guys, and have a great week.